Senate Bill 786 has to do with online classes. It's limited in Planning District 8. Basically what it says is that no school system in Planning District 8 can charge fees. Tuition is already prohibited by statute statewide in the code. It's existing language that says that Planning District 8 school systems cannot charge fees to free reduced lunch students who want to take online classes. Children don't have a computer, the system has to provide a computer. Just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, I can hand you out some materials I have here. I can tell the committee that I'm aware of how it works in at least two of the 9 jurisdictions in Fairfax County, which covers, I think, about 80% of the students. So in Fairfax, you get 2 free classes. Every class after that, you have to pay to take online classes. If you're free reduced lunch in Fairfax, you have to pay $50. If you're free lunch, $345 to take a class in reduced lunch. Just so we're clear, you can't pay $5 for lunch, but the school system expects you to pay $345 to take a class and provide your own computer. Prince William County, the documents I've sent you there to back that up. In Prince William County, they charge over $300 to every student. They don't get 2 free classes. They charge for every single class. Just to give you a sense of what I'm talking about, Fairfax is offering about 20 different classes. My girls have taken 2. They've taken financial literacy online. My kids have also taken PE online. My girls haven't been in PE for 2 years. Fairfax County gives them a Fitbit, and they wear their Fitbit around. They're required to engage in a certain amount of physical aerobic activity every day, and they monitor it with the school Fitbit. Of course, they could go put it on the dog or brother or sister or something, and nobody would know, but which they don't. My girls are both travel soccer players, and they go out and practice. And then on their laptop, they do these lectures online at night. They go and they put a headset on, plug it into a laptop, and they do this online thing at night. They do assignments, and then by taking PE online, my girls can take an AP class instead of PE, and that makes their college resume look better. And when I saw how that was working out, and that low-income kids that didn't have money couldn't avail themselves of the same opportunity to improve their resume, to be able to improve themselves in college, I think that was fair. So that's what my bill did. It doesn't have any fiscal impact. Ms. Hogue asked me to get some information from my locality about how the current system is playing out. I did give you all an email from Fairfax County. I don't have one from Prince William yet, showing what happens in Fairfax. As you can see, in Fairfax, they said out of 178,000 students in Fairfax, 2,000 took online classes. Most of those were free. Out of those 2,000 classes, students took classes, only 270 were charged. Of those, only 15 were free reduced lunch kids. So we're talking about making it free for 15 kids, unless more kids choose to sign up in Fairfax. As for Prince William, Arlington, Alexandria, Manassas Park, Manassas, I can't speak to that because I don't have the data yet, but I would suspect the numbers there are, Fairfax is probably 60% or 70% of the students. If you take the number extrapolated out, you're probably talking about 30, 40, 50 kids here. And then however many more might avail themselves of this if it becomes free. Again, there's no fiscal impact on it right now the way the fiscal impact statement came out, and that's what it does.
Thank you, Senator. And you also carried similar measures to this in prior sessions, is that correct?
Sort of. I have another bill which just came out of House Ed this morning, which just got sent to your subcommittee this morning at the last second after it got approved, sent to the floor, got reconsidered and sent here. That has to do with electronic textbooks, right? And that bill is statewide impact, not Planning District 8, and I've been working on that one for 6 years. This is the first year I put this bill in.
Thank you. Anyone here to speak in favor of Senate Bill 786? Anyone here to speak in opposition to Senate Bill 786? While they're approaching, I do believe that our subcommittee has, the House has considered similar legislation. House Bill 1579, Delegate Corey did not advance from House Education. There was a bill, House Bill 831, Delegate Bagby, which was tabled by the subcommittee.
Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee, Michael Boyd, Fairfax County Schools. Senator Surovell actually did a nice job of explaining kind of the program that we have right now in place. For any student in Fairfax County, they're allowed to take 2 of their 7 unit courses for free. If they choose to take a course outside of their normal course load, so if they choose to overload their schedule, that's when a fee would apply. Or if they choose to take optional summer school, obviously remedial summer school would be provided for free, but optional summer school, there'd be a charge attached to that. One of the concerns that we have with this bill is that it's not just for required courses, it's also for courses that are simply offered by the school division. So that goes above and beyond course requirements. So that would override our current policies in terms of being able to charge fees for courses that go above and beyond the student's current course. In summer school in particular, that would be an issue because our summer school right now is completely funded by the fees that are charged for the summer school program. So if we have a lot of students that all of a sudden we're coming into that program for free, our school board would be left in the position of trying to figure out how to accommodate that or whether to accommodate that. Just to give you a scope, an idea of scope, I know you are all familiar with Fairfax County. Fairfax has 54,000 students that are eligible for free and reduced lunch. Of those, probably 16,000 are at the high school level. So we're talking about the potential for a lot of kids, even if it's a tiny fraction of that, it still could be a significant number. Thank you.
Next.
Mr. Chairman, Ron Crowe, representing Loudoun County Public Schools. Loudoun does not charge, there are two parts to this bill. One is the charge for the course, the other is the provision of the device. Loudoun does not charge for the course, but the language in the amended version that came up from House Ed says make available a device. Now, it's not clear whether that's just in school or take home. Loudoun is working on a one-to-one program, but if it interpreted to in a broader perspective, that means you gotta have one in school or take home. Loudoun has been working towards a one-on-one program for a number of years, but we're chasing moving goalposts because we add 2,300 kids to our ADM every year. So that's the financial impact.
I'm Chair Stacey Hayden, I'm captain of the Virginia School Board Association. We share the concerns that were expressed by Mr. Jordan and Mr. Malloy. There are other school systems in Plenty District, 8 other than Loudoun, Prince William, and Fairfax, which are smaller school divisions, would be impacted by this. And put simply, it's an unfunded mandate on the local school division. And I think the direction we want to go is to encourage innovation, to encourage the expansion of course offerings through online offerings. But this could have a crippling effect. Loudoun's moving towards one-to-one. Many school districts are moving in that direction. But if you put something in place that we can't meet the unfunded mandate, you're going to backslide, and we're going to have to stop offering online courses if we can't fund providing the devices to all the students.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, Superintendent's Association, I'll just be very brief, we're opposed for the reasons stated.
Questions for members of the committee?
Senator Surovell, Senate Bill 786.
And for testimony, final comments. I mean, we hear the same thing every time on stuff like this. I haven't heard any specific statement of exactly how this is going to hurt financially. We have 15 children right now, according to the Fairfax numbers. If you triple that, we're talking Plain District 8 only. Say Fairfax is a third. I think it's maybe 40–50% of the students in Fairfax County. We're talking about changing current practice for about 30 or 40 kids, plus whoever might sign up in the future if they can find this program out. So the fiscal impact is not that big. These are some of the wealthiest jurisdictions in Northern Virginia. I get in the state, and I understand Manassas Park is one school. If they're not as wealthy, and I understand Manassas, City of Manassas is, City of Manassas is doing fine. But what we have right now is a system that these localities have rolled out, which is designed to benefit only part of the students. There are children who can't pay $5 for lunch, who can't avail themselves of these programs. Public school is supposed to be free. And if the school is going to make a program available to educate children, that program should be free if you can't afford it. It's not a lot of money. I don't think the way the bill is structured right now impacts the state. Ms. Hogan and I have been discussing that the last couple of days about exactly what the impact might be on the state at some point in 2 or 3 or 4 years. We're not talking a lot of kids and a lot of money. Public school ought to be free. That's where I come at.
Thank you, sir. All right, members of the subcommittee, it's your pleasure to go. We have a motion to lay Senate Bill 786 on the table, probably second. Please cast your votes. please close the roll.
It was like, there was 6 to 2.